Now, karibuni to the Now Report on TV47. And guys, a lot is happening today. We have the ABC report going on, but for now, mkona mimi, sawa, we'll keep you updated on the rest. But for now, just let me acha no entertain kiasi juu. Emu sikizeni. We need to talk about former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Now, tunajua Rigiji had his ears on the ground during his time in office, but after his latest address from Mamunyoro, we are starting to think that he is the ground. And we'll look at this tape, Kiasi. Ni kama wamekataa your tapes. Now, the former DP didn't just drop a vague political hint. Alichomwa a whole bank statement. Literally, he didn't just say money was moved. No, he claimed that a full 200 million shillings was withdrawn this morning, which of course was jana from a bank, specifically from a confidential expenditure account. Now, mi swali niko nayo tu hapa leo ni umse alipataje information. That is the biggest question I have. Like, we know he has all the details. Pesa ilitolewa sangapi, ilitolewa na nani na nini. And sawa, wamesema niwapatie clip mwanzo muone. Chekini.
200 million shillings was withdrawn this morning from a bank in Upper Hill, where an account of confidential expenditure is operated by the State Department of Internal Security. And these funds are for mobilizing goons and deploying them to unleash terror and mayhem in the Mount Kenya region, Nairobi, Kajiado, and Narok, among other places in the country. Police have been told to escort the goons at night using police lorries and matatos hired from notorious circles and deployed across the region. Senior police officers have told us in confidence that they are very uncomfortable with the instructions they have been given personally by Kipchumba Murkomen, that they should stay off and let the goons destroy businesses, light bonfires, and create chaos. These goons, we have confirmed, will be accompanied by officers in plain clothes.
Now, what I find interesting is the former DP didn't just drop a vague political hint. Alichomwa a whole bank statement, literally. He didn't just say money was moved. Apana, alitupatia the full transaction receipt. Ali claimed that exactly 200 million shillings was withdrawn this morning, which, of course, like I said before, ilikuwa jana, from a bank in Upper Hill, specifically from a confidential expenditure account operated by the State Department of Internal Security. It leaves you wondering if he left undercover agents disguised as spotted plants in the lobby, or if he is secretly the admin of a WhatsApp group chat called Confidential Security Moves that someone forgot to remove him from when he left office. Now, whatever the case, one thing is for sure. Kama unapanga kusurprise Rigathi na bash, just cancel it. Juu anajua venue, anajua budget, and he knows the exact flavor ya keki na sako ya matatu nye inaleta mbogi. Yeah, man, but honestly, Rigiji, tuambie, show us your ways. Now, unless you have been living under a rock, unajua that June 25th is the unofficial day to commemorate the lives lost during the finance bill protest in 2024. Lakini for the case of the rock dwellers in 2024, I mean for the sake of the rock dwellers, in 2024 a finance bill was proposed and people were like, you want to do what? Na pesa ya nani? No, finance bill ni mbaya, it's bad. People don't want it. Well, the bill goes to Parliament. Parliament says, no, finance bill good. People say, no, vote yes for bill. We don't want bill. Parliament votes yes for finance bill. People say, what? We tell you we want no bill and una vote yes. Then we go to the streets and we demonstrate. So people demonstrated. And in the midst of all that, the main theme was that this was decentralized. Absolutely no one was a leader. This was all people rallying up on social media and deciding that they want a better country. 2 years later, in the past week, we have seen that suddenly there are specific people saying that people shouldn't exercise their democratic rights. Now, here is a summarization of the Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya.
Alive to the provisions of Article 1. Yes, I'm alive to it. That that allows the public, the people,
Yes,
power
yes.
to elected representatives.
The wording which is used in that given article, Learned Council, if I may, if you look at the sovereignty of the people, it says that all powers, all sovereign powers belongs to the people of Kenya and shall be, underline the wording shall, mandatory, be exercised only in accordance with this constitution. The people may, optional, may, optional. That is it, Your Honor.
No, complete it,
May exercise their sovereignty power either directly or through their democratically elected. So the wording, the conjunction may, I apply one.
Yeah, umesikia, so the people may, yeah. Lakini vile inaonekana ni kama there is a newly emerged committee that apparently imeamua to speak on behalf of an entire generation. In a press briefing, a group of young men and women announced that they are officially calling off the Thursday, June 25th demonstration, passionately claiming that the movement has been hijacked. The spokesperson went on kupatiana speech about an organic, partyless, tribeless and leaderless movement, all while standing behind a microphone acting, well, exactly like a leader reciting his written statement. Chini ya daraja, 2, 5, 1.
This protest on Thursday, 25th June 2026, and we repeat it again. There shall be no Gen Z's protest on Thursday. Gen Z's power. Power! Our position is informed by one simple principle: the preservation of life and the pursuit of our ideals through wisdom, responsibility, and peaceful civic engagement. We did not rise because of political parties. We did not rise because of coalitions. We did not rise because of politicians. We did not rise because of activists. We rose because we desired a better Kenya. A Kenya free from corruption. A Kenya free from bad governance. A Kenya free from injustices. A Kenya where accountability is not optional, but is a must.
Now hapa kuna a structural conundrum. Nani alelect hii committee? The Gen Z protests have been famously categorized both here and abroad as a highly decentralized peer-to-peer mobilization with absolutely no singular authority, no chairman, and definitely no shairi reciting leader. Now, on the same issue, during his address yesterday, Rigiji asked the Gen Z to not go out on the streets and that there is another way to remove the president according to the constitution.
To appeal to the Gen Zs with a lot of humility and kindness to consider not going out to the streets. These are our children and grandchildren whom we need next year to help us liberate this country through the ballot. From the violence that has been planned by the state using police and goons, I have no doubt in my mind that lives will be lost. These are young children who have a great future and who need an opportunity to live their full life. I want to persuade them with a lot of humility that retreat is not surrender and strategy is not cowardice. I want to persuade them that there is a constitutional way of dealing with William Ruto next year. We don't have to go to the streets and expose ourselves to death and injury.
Now, what is very different from the narrative is that this is not a demonstration. We have completely deviated from the main subject, which is to remember the lives that were lost. This, however, has been turned to look like a demonstration, and everyone is prepared for a demonstration. Now, here is Eastern Regional Commissioner Jacob Muganda confirming that security forces are locked, loaded, and fully prepared to maintain order during the Thursday Gen Z's anniversary demonstrations honoring the victims of the 2024 anti-finance bill protests. Now, other than that, a group of self-identified Nairobi casual laborers and city maintenance workers who have made a public address explicitly opposing the planned protests on June 25th. The speaker issued a direct warning for demonstrators, declaring that further disruptions to the city will not be tolerated. Ali states that local workers have spent significant time maintaining and cleaning Nairobi, only for infrastructure to be damaged during protests.
Ningependa ifikia wenye wanasema wanapanga maandamano. Hii maandamano haikubaliki na ni kinyume cha sheria. Hii maandamano haikubaliki. Na ndio mjue ikubaliki, hiyo 25th tupatane kwa street. Tutakuwa tunawangoja. Hamwezi kuja kutuibia hapa mnasema ati ni maandamano. Alafu mnatuletea ujinga, hiyo mnataka kutuletea. Hii kazi yote tumefanya maintenance Nairobi, alafu mnataka kuja kuharibu na siku moja. Tutakosana, nawaambia tutakosana. Kujeni tupatane huko. Kujeni tupatane huko, tutaelewana. Tutaelewana na kitaeleweka. Engineer Msioka, endelea tunayo shughuli safi sana.
This brings us to a few fascinating legal and logical questions that we don't actually have answers for. First of all, under which section of the Constitution does unauthorized street sweeping give a group the mandate to declare a counter-protest? Is the Nairobi City County government now outsourcing its security operations to men in bucket hats? I don't think so. And more importantly, since when did the civic duty of maintaining roads include a guarantee to wait for you on the streets for a face-to-face showdown? The conflict has officially evolved from citizens versus the government to citizens versus the people who have to sweep up the city afterwards. While the official political landscape remains complex, it appears the city's self-appointed Infrastructure Defense Force has drafted its own entirely unofficial rules of engagement. Now, glass half full, the primary objective for the demos, demos, the primary objective of the march is to remember the lives that were lost. The Constitution gives power to the people. It gives you guidelines on how to march according to the law, and most importantly, according to the law. Sawa, kwa maandamano kiasi. We move on to where more than 2,800 well-wishers have each contributed 10 shillings in a unique grassroots drive to buy all Kalau MP aspirant Sammy Douglas Kamau Waweru, popularly known as Ngodo, a suit for his swearing in after former Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria allegedly dismissed the Democracy for Citizens Party candidate using the derogatory label Chokora, which basically means street kid. Nyandarua Senator John Medhu confirmed that 2,823 supporters participated in the 10-shilling movement, which heavily boosted campaign morale and briefly overwhelmed the M-Pesa system with transaction volumes ahead of the upcoming July 16, 2026 by-election. Now, imeonekana the aspirant akipima suti. It's a good thing that other avenues to get kufika kwa bunge are being used as opposed to the traditional methods. Kama watu watakuchangia ndo wakuone umechukua kiti, then it is very easy to be elected. The people don't need convincing that you can do work for them. They already know you can. Washawekelea bet in your favor. Now to some exciting news. Gamers, the moment we have all been waiting for is finally here. So anza kupanguza hizo digital wallets. Rockstar Games has confirmed that pre-orders for the most feverishly anticipated video game in human history, Grand Theft Auto 6, will officially burst open kesho, Thursday, June 25th, 2026. After years of excruciating delays and endless speculation, the countdown is officially on for the definitive global release on November 19th, 2026. While industry analysts are predicting a base price tag of around $80, which is around 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Rockstar is keeping the exact pricing tiers and legendary special editions top secret until the digital storefronts go live. Mark your calendars, set your alarms, and prepare to return to the virtual streets because gaming history is about to be made. Well, looks like GTA 6 is finally here, guys. Anyways, that was all for me today. Next is TV47 at 1. I'm Kumbukeni. Now, Daddy Matt will be back in the evening with an hour report yet again. Otherwise, you have a lovely, lovely day. Take care, guys.